Okay, well, let's see what she can do because she is pretty powerful overall. Granted, these numbers are lower because what we're going to test out first, full resonance gear, attack, just a regular old golden crown because going for one golden crown is pretty much the strategy with Eloise anyway. I am going to try her with Bounce Strike. And we're just going to start with like V1. So some people think in chat that we're going to get all the way to C-Land 20. What else can we run here? Honestly, what monster is on this account? I have to check that out. Okay, you. Basically have you maxed out. Okay. Got a maxed out Phoenix, which does mean I want to build a Deathsworn right here. Yep, I want to build you up. Get you in the mix here so that we have the on death burn. That's good. And then I want to put in probably, oh, 4, yes. The good old strategy of 4 ice troll. So this is the old school strategy right here, guys. This is like before we just completely overpowered Sealand. This is how we did it. And I don't know if we even have like artifacts and stuff to put on them. We do have a couple with energy. That's cool. The second 2 we'll put with energy. The first 2 we'll put with some armor. Go. Okay. Let's see. Now, technically, Eloise should be able to do this before us. Got a little ooh, there's some gems we might need for some attempts. So yeah, Eloise should be able to do this as like an E3. So if she can't do it at this point, I'm a little skeptical here. Now, would be better if we did have the wolf. I guess we could refund it. We'll have to see. Honestly, we need to just get past most of these anyway, because these are going to be super easy fights. We'll go to like 15. So long as she can do it, skipping it. If I see a non-victory here, I'm going to be really sketched out. But her damage numbers, ooh. That is not a good sign. Let's see what's going on here. We do have to change her E3 enable. Okay, so we got some twines off, which is good. I like her animation, like the attack animation. It's pretty cool. She doesn't have really very high crit chances. The problem for her to heal, though. The downside is her damage on the boss is going to be lower than most heroes, just because the big bursty part down here doesn't happen because it only happens to twined targets. I mean, we could run Punisher on her, but like I'm trying not to do that. We have a 25% crit chance. She has 40% crit damage built in. Let's see how this goes. We could try a crit attack stone. That's true as well. I didn't even think about doing that. I should have. Oh, I forgot the E3 enable again. We got to get rid of that poison. Poison is going to be one of the biggest annoyances. And yeah, that's the big difference, is the fact that she doesn't have self-sustain like an Eloise. And that's going to be, like I said, she's going to be pretty glass cannon-y. Let's unlock another stone. Let's see if we can convert and find like a crit attack, because that'll help more reliably. Although, you know, since she is a glass cannon, do we even really want to consider using her crown? It might be better just building her full crit and letting her pop off. The problem is this one's, I don't want to use the fully upgraded one. I want to go with like a base version first. So let's regress this first, and let's go with just a default Punisher to see how that does. So she's gonna be very, very glass cannon-y. The one thing I didn't do too is I didn't synergize this stuff. Might have to. See, let's just try a Punisher, because that might help the sustain a ton. Put a fan on her, I really can't do that. That's not something that's possible. I haven't noticed very many CCs though. Part of it is because the boss is in the back row too. But even like the counterattacks, they don't seem to be doing very well. Dot yet again. Good lord. The amount of times I'm going to forget to do this is ridiculous. Dot purify. She is a glass cannon, though. Not very good sustain. Because even that, like, her basic's not doing too much damage. The twine is good. CC is pretty solid here. I mean, that's pretty much how she wins, right? Is just keeping the entire enemy team CC'd. I was hoping for her to be better. I thought if only she had some sort of heal. Like if she had the Oberon ability to like heal at the end of the round for every enemy twine, that would have been amazing. Yeah, Eloise is doing more damage at the same attack value, 100%. Even with the Punisher doesn't really seem viable. I think keeping the crown, yeah, Nino. I think the crown is the better pick here. The weird thing is the fact that she has like I don't get why she has like a bleed effect. Well, I mean, I guess I do because she's very bloody, but I feel like she should have a poison. I really, really do. Yeah, Eloise would be beating this with an E3. Like, in reality, she would. And it really comes down to Eloise as a one-man army. Yeah, look at this. This is like, considering the damage numbers that are on this hero, like, you see the numbers, right? They're huge damage numbers, potentially. Ugh. All right, so we're going to have to bite the bullet. Let's take her up and see how far she can go. Fully powered up, almost a V4. I'm actually not expecting much at this point, though. Get pretty much 2 nodes done here. And not even a point there. So we are literally V3++. And we're on 14. By herself, she does not feel that good. Granted, that's a lot more damage and a lot more survivability. But the fact that if we're comparing her, I mean, that's literally the title of the stream. Will she be better than Eloise? It's pretty safe to say no. No, not by a long shot. Considering we need V3 plus, and Eloise would be doing this at E3. Yes, E3, not V3. E, enable 3, not void imprint 3. Which is just kind of crazy. I wonder if I actually want to put her in slot 1. Get more counterattacks off in the early round. Well, I mean, like when she's got everybody twine, that's pretty awesome. Like when she can lock waves down, she's really strong. It's just Sealand with the boss is the problem. I think the boss is the biggest issue because number 1, you can't twine him, which means number 2, you're not doing all that bonus damage to him. Yeah, it's hard to compete with Eloise, 100%. Then she kills targets and Balance Strike doesn't heal. Oh, it doesn't heal for much at all. This is bad, guys. Granted, like, we don't have much crit chance. We're not healing for a ton anyway. Rui Scepter might be really solid on her. We can see if we have that. But that means she's going to be really squishy. Yeah, she takes so many hits. I don't think artifact-wise we have a Rui, right? We do have 1 chest. We could give it a try. This account is here for testing. If it's here for testing, we're going to give it a go. You never know. It could be absolutely the best thing you've ever seen on the hero. With a super high Rui chance, could be good. A and B, no, I really don't like recommending anybody get A and Bs overall because they fall off so hard in the end game. Does she have paid synergy? No, sadly not. I think I'm gonna keep her crit attack as well. It would be interesting if Rui performs really well. Yeah, an upgraded Kiss a Ghost might actually be really good for this hero. She is getting a much higher chance to CC, which does mean the damage incoming is a lot lower. She's basically keeping all the minions twined really, really well. I wonder if just going back to like an attack route and just say forgetting it and going like Unbending Will is the better option. Ooh, baby ticks. Good call. We could do baby ticks and get rid of one of these. That's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about that. That's what everybody uses, or at least used to use, was baby ticks. Let's see how that works out. She's just too squishy. I think that's the biggest problem with her. Ugh, she's taking so much damage this time. Ugh. No. No self-sustain feels so bad. AMB doesn't fall off. AMB is needed for Sealand and Aspen Dungeon. Actually, best artifact in those game modes. Yeah, it's just that those game modes aren't really too important to a point. You know, honestly, if we had like a deer or a lion monster, this would be so much better. Yeah, we can't even get him below 50% to do the big nuke on the active. I mean, Sealand wise, it's not looking great. I want to try her in different game modes though, especially with this Rui Scepter, because I think this Rui Scepter could be cracked in certain game modes. Sealand kind of a bust.